Hello winners, welcome to another weekly Forex forecast for Aussie USD, Euro USD, Gold, Pound, Pound Yen, USDCAD and US Oil. This week we're going to go through entries, we're going to go through targets, stop losses, and also in the mix having some risk or some potential the opposite of what your view should be. My name is Ewinningstrategy. I'm a Forex trader and an economist. I am a mentor and I have a mentorship in the description below. You can sign up, and thank you guys for signing up for my giveaway for my mentorship course last week. It was amazing. It was a new record of people who participated. I am deeply humble of those who wanted to join. Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You should not invest money in Forex that you cannot afford to lose because it's risky and it can go gone like that. So this video only contains this only doesn't contain any investment advice. It's only for educational purposes. Okay, we are good on that. Good, amazing. So Aussie USD. Aussie is highly dependent on China, okay, because of iron ore and coal. So they export. They are exporting. They're an exporting country, and also, yeah, and dependent on China. Good. Then that's why we have been falling because the risk of what China might do financially because of close of businesses, people doesn't do much, and people are not allowed to buy, people are not allowed to be in the streets. So the economic impact of coronavirus and the lack of air travel and all those goes into Aussie. And also Australia has a big Chinese community. I think it's like over 300,000 Chinese students in Australia. So those economies are highly linked. Then we have USD. USD is where people run to when, for example, Aussie falls. When Aussie falls, USD tends to strengthen because that's where it's safe, that's where it's risky. So this is a double effect. So Aussie gets weak, USD gets strong, and that's why we can see this one falling. So for next week, and for this month for that matter, we had a sell zone up here, didn't get it. We got to it started off the month in the buy zone, got a small pullback, I guess, to this area here. That was not a good area, but still, you get a point. So it tried, and it really failed to reach back up high. Okay, now we have, what can we say? We have lack of a new high, new low, and then this week we hit targets. At the end of this video, I will go through how this week went. And now for this week, we are looking for, well, we're definitely not bullish yet. And this is definitely a high risk zone and high place to sell. Okay, different case. Or another view here is that we are now turning towards the end of February, meaning somebody starts to take profit. That can lead this going up not necessarily because of economics, but because of traders taking profit. That's what I believe we saw here. Why do they take profit? Because it's too low for them. It's too expensive for them to sell low. Okay, so we want the price to go higher again. This place is definitely the place they would love to sell from. So if you are a seller, beyond doubt, so from 66.49 and 66.79 is definitely the area people will look to sell. If it goes above here, we may no longer be in a sell, and then it's too late to start buying. So you kind of have to choose your direction already ahead. So as a buyer, you would love price to come down to 66.06, and then you can take it up to 67.53. Though that's one way of doing it. Price can go not as low, it can go straight up, or it can even create a new low. Though Forex is risky and we don't know the future. So that's what I would say. As a buyer, you're still trying to do a counter trend. It still has a lot of risk. This is not a bullish trend, so you have to keep your stop losses tight and close. So that was for the buyers. Buyers have gotten the prices, you've gotten the entries, you got stop losses of 50 pips. You also have, the risks is it's still a bearish trend technically, and coronavirus is still not over. As a seller, you would love this to happen. Going down to target of 65.18 is the monthly. That's when you stop selling, take profit, move away, do something else. Okay? So for that matter, that's the area of 66, 60 something. Between those, I said it earlier, down to at least 65.33, 65.18 would be the best. And when if it ever gets down there, get out. You are done for the month. Okay, good. EURUSD. We have here a more bullish setup. We did not hit target this week, and this is what we would love to see. Though we are still in a strong bearish trend, but we're tending towards the end of the month, hence the profit taking. So what can I say? For this week, we're just going to, well, as a buyer, I'm going to buy it anyways, but I would have less risk this time around. 50 pips stop loss, and go halfway in, I guess, as I would normally, because it's still a bearish trend, and if it goes higher, then I would maybe add more. And also, I don't think that this is buyers taking it. This is just profit taking. And it was mixed on Friday, the news. The sentiment out of Germany was positive, but what really moved it was actually negative news out of America. So same thing here is euros falling because of China and also poor economic development in Europe. USD is strong because that's where the safe haven is. So that's where people run to when it's risky. Hence, EURUSD falling. For sellers, well, that's your plan A. Okay, that's your plan A. Plan A is here. You can sell it here, or you can sell it from, or just let the buyers take it and then sell it from here again. So I would be, this is not really the place to start selling. This is the place to sell, and this is the place to take profit, and then after that, sell, after that, sell, after that, sell. But just small, because this is the actual move, okay? This is just extra. This we can plan for, this is extra. And for now, this one, making a new high, I'm not going to sell there if I was a seller. I'm not a seller, so I'm going to buy here at around 0.824 maybe, 50 pip stop loss, all good, all awesome. Pound yen, since we are doing the that one yesterday, so take profit for this week and sell for next week. That would be a downward move. I think I am at least looking into taking that move, though we're making a new high. Though we're turning the end of the month, and the month of February has been okay. So it was kind of bearish bullish, so not entirely very enticing. And we have made a double top, new lows. I would maybe just look for the pullback and sell it down to 142.20 and 146.26 if you are a buyer. But if you want to, if price ever comes down to 144 flat, I wouldn't be too interested because we already have been here already. But you never know. So that tends to be your plan A, is 144.90 at close price, and then take it up to 146, 128. Awesome. Risks of this one is that, well, this is a bullish trend so far. There is no immediate resistance, so it could have a turn up for this week and then down for the month of March. So yeah, we don't know, but yeah, that's your plans. 75 pip stop loss, I would say I would take, and if I get a price of 144.80, I would be happy, and we shall see what happens. Pound USD, we have again this week hit take profit, but we are in a different case than Euro, as you might see. Well, Euro is strongly sell-off, okay? Pound is more of a what can I say? Not so much, but tending downward. This low here is not necessarily very lower than this low. This high is not necessarily much lower than that high. So, and then this high, yeah, maybe. So if we're looking to sell it around, at least from around just short of 130, and then down to 128, I think would be a good idea, though sellers should be done. And we have hit the weekly targets twice, monthly targets twice, didn't make a new high, so I think we're still bearish on this one. And even though it tries to make a new high here, it doesn't really give me a lot of confidence that this is going to turn around. So this is a very different market, I would say. But if it ever does, and you are a buyer, and you think, entry at around 129.24, and you can take it up to 131.14, yeah, okay, good. Good for you. I'm not going to stop you, but that's kind of where things goes. And it's not very clear. I would say it's almost like sideways. So I wouldn't. Take profit for the month. I said in the beginning of February, that's the target. I said in the beginning when price was here. We haven't seen this one here. I said at the beginning of February, when we are here, that if price ever comes down to 15.50, buy. Oh, there it is. Goes out. Gold is done for buyers. Do not enter a buy. Do you sell it here? No, you don't. Until you get a reversal. But right now, it is done and gone. Okay? This last week we took profit. That's where the take profit for the week, but it just went for the weekly trade, for the monthly traders. That's when they got their profit. Gone. Now for this week, what do we say now? Well, it can actually continue higher, but that doesn't matter to us. It can also go down. It doesn't matter to us. And what do we want to see? We want to see some kind of reversal if you were a seller. Do we have any reversal pattern here now? No. We would at least have a double top, lower low, lower high, then you can sell with a target of 15.76, but I don't think that's really, it's so late in the month. I don't think that we have a big counter trend, maybe a pullback maybe to 16.24, 23, but and then maybe a new high, and then some kind of sideways market until falling the next week. Yeah. So I don't anticipate a lot here. Gold is done. I would maybe put an X here. So yeah, gone. It's done. Finito finale. USDCAD. USDCAD on oil, it goes into the same, but I said, somebody asked me here on Friday, before this move, is that where is it? I think it is going to go up as long as USD is strong. That's changed. It fell. Is it now bearish? This one is one of the more interesting USD currencies pairs crosses, because both are strong. That's why we haven't moved this week so much. We haven't got any targets. We barely made this target, and we haven't got to the target of 132. And for this week, as a buyer, you would take it down here. That would be okay for you. And you can take it up from 132 flat up to 132.86 or higher. As a seller, I wouldn't be confident. This is just selling in the middle of it, and selling here was kind of dangerous and wasn't the best thing you can ever do. Maybe if you have a sell zone or sell price already, fine, but here I'm not too confident. Maybe I will give it up to during the week, but this to me is do something else. There's something else better to do. And if it does trend in a direction, we can give an update on that. So for this week, I would say as a buyer, you will be confident. As a seller, you're not confident. And 50 pips stop loss. Target is, yeah, that's the way to do it. US oil is stronger now. We have been falling down to 50, 49. 52.30 up to 55, 51, sorry. That's how I see it. Well, can you see it as a seller? Well, yeah. And definitely this price here is definitely interesting. It doesn't need to, but it's definitely an interesting place where it can turn lower again. So is that where you want to sell? Yeah, that's actually where you want to sell it. And does it continue higher? Then it does continue higher. Then it's not up to you anymore. But for you, this or this place, so plan A and plan B, is definitely interesting. Okay, that's my take here. So I think it will be going up. That's what I want in life. I don't know, but if you're a seller, you have it permission, and you even have a reversal pattern. And yeah, you have a reversal pattern. So technically, for sellers, go for it. And yeah, so that's that for this week. I hope you have had a good time going through those pairs. We will now go through what has happened during the week. And yeah, thank you for joining. And no, not thank you for joining, but yeah, amazing. So for Aussie USD, fair and square, we didn't get where we wanted. 82 pips for sellers. Congratulations to you. I wanted this to go higher. Didn't take this one. Fine. That was the result for me. Nothing here. EURUSD, we had an entry here somewhere. We had an entry here, yeah. We have an entry here because that was a new high. On the smaller time frame, that would be okay, because if it then goes higher, as I would anticipated here, instead it made a new low. If it then continued higher, then this would be the beginning of it. I knew I was early, but that's how it is. It went lower, lost 1%, I think it was. Small. And that was kind of the only trade, this trade for the entire month of February for buyers on EURUSD. So, but then this week as well, and then on Friday I got 10 pips out of this move here. Anticipated to go lower and then catch up, but still, yeah, I think we'll have a small run here before selling in March again. So mark my words. Pound yen, definitely went how I planned out, though I'm not a buyer for pound yen in February. So fine for me, good for you. As well, this one as well went against how I planned it for February. Good, fine. Nothing else there. Pound USD is also another thing where you could have bought here. Fine, fair enough, square enough. But you would have lost in the end, or break even, maybe lost something here. And you went down to take profit. Congratulations, sellers. Again, not my trade, but for those who did it, congratulations. And just see how, like, it just barely touched it and then it went higher again. It barely touched my books and then it went higher again. Okay? That's the lovely of this, of my method. So USDCAD this week hasn't gone to the exit, to this take profit here. So I believe maybe we'll go higher next week because of that. USOIL did take profit, went down to the entry as well, especially the specific entry. Went higher, got to the specific take profit. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I hope you have had an amazing time. Learned something new to see where my entries were, why went wrong, what didn't go wrong, and maybe you can learn something new, like in terms of technical analysis of things goes in waves. I want things to come into my first one direction, then I want it to be in my box, then I want things to continue in the direction I want to, and if not, I'm out. I have small losses, I have larger wins. Nothing has come through yet that is good. So please, please, stay small. Don't risk money you can't afford to lose. And until next week, I love you guys. Thank you for being here and commenting and liking and signing up for the giveaway. I am deeply, actually deeply humble for every one of you.